Hi people, welcome back to the channel. Right, today's job. Just bought this 18 volt DeWalt cordless hedge trimmer. Have to confess, I've never had a hedge trimmer, I've never used a hedge trimmer, and so this is going to be a bit of a learning curve for me. Now this is the 18 volt DCM-HT563N. Now the only difference between this one and the one without the HT in the title, from what I can find out, is that this one has a 25mm opening between the teeth, and the one without the HT in the title has a 19mm. It's not brushless. I know some people online have been saying it's brushless, but it's not. If it was brushless, it would have brushless plastered all over it, and it hasn't, so I'm pretty sure it's not. Now I've got this great big long hedge to trim. I've got a freshly charged battery. Now I've got a lot to trim back here because this hedge is actually, it doesn't look that overgrown, but it actually is, because if you look down there, it's probably stuck out probably 300mm, a foot over the pathway there, and I want to regain that path. So I'm going to see how long I can go on this one charge, bearing in mind, as I say, I've never used it before, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge in itself. I've got a big tarp. I'm going to lay that down so all the trimmings, I'm going to just pick them up off the tarp rather than have to rake them up off the grass or off the path there. So let's get the tarp down and get on with it. Right, so I've decided to start this end where the path is, because the edge of the path is where I want the edge of the bush, so, or the edge of the hedge. So that'll give me a good line to work to, hopefully. Not that I can see it very well now because I've got the tarp over it, but it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let's hope this thing is as good as everyone says it is. Or I should be hoping that I'm as good at using it as I need to be. I don't know, whatever, let's try it. It doesn't like the big chunky bits, but maybe some of these bigger bits probably should cut with a saw, but let's see how I get on. Keep trying it. Chunky bit, probably about, looking at that, that's about 16mm. So took a bit to get through it though, I have to say. Realised I went past the tarp, so now I've got to pick all that up. So the tarp was a good idea, but you've got to remember to remove it as you go, you know. No, I didn't, so never mind. Quite pleased with how it's working though. See how far we've got on the charge. Still got 3 bars. Wow, that's pretty good. That is some thick. That's pretty sure that hedge is an apple blossom. I need to look up the proper name for it. There is a proper name for it, I can't remember. I just try and put it here, or I don't know, somewhere around the screen so you can have a look. I'm quite happy with how straight that's coming out. I think it's pretty straight. It's not perfect, but I guess once it's been trimmed back and new growth starts, Hopefully we'll be able to keep it straight then, or maybe get it more straight, I should say. So I think I'm going to just pick up those bits and move the tarp along. I'll be back in a minute. Right, so I've cleared up, I've moved the tarp along, and carry on with the next bit now. I forgot to mention, and it's very, very important, I'm using a 5 amp hour battery. Obviously, what size battery you use makes a difference to how long the charge lasts. Now you're supposed to get, I think, 75 minutes out of this 5 amp hour battery, and to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised with how well it's working so far. Anyway, let's carry on. Clear up again. Clearing up time again. I'm not perfectly straight, but I'm quite pleased with it so far. So I think I'm gonna have to go back and trim it up. A bit of a look down there, see how straight I think it is, and give it a last trimmer at the end. But I must admit, I'm pretty impressed so far that I haven't had to get the handsaw out and cut the big branches. It's hacked its way through everything so far, and there's some pretty big branches there. Probably nothing bigger than 20 mil, but 20 mil is pretty impressive, I reckon. So time for a quick bit of a clear up, but I've got a bit of fence to take down and a post, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to trim up the corner. Anyway, let's get that cleared up and move on. Alright, now I've taken down the fence and the post, and I want to cut this hedge off here at the end, sort of on a 45-degree angle, and try and promote it to grow that way. I don't know what's in there. I may end up having to cut through some pretty thick stuff, so I may end up having to get the saw out, but we'll have a look at it, see how it goes, see if this will work. Miss that. Through this piece, and that is definitely probably that's not very good, is it? That is about 25 mil by, well, it's a bit sort of an oval shape, but it's about 25 mil by 22 mil, I'd say. That's pretty impressive. I had to hit it from both sides, but it got through it. That's pretty good. I feel like I should be wearing some steel trousers or something, because it feels like this is getting quite close to your legs sometimes. Anyway, let's have a look how much charge we got left. 2 bars. So I've done that whole hedge. I've trimmed off the corner and the end. I haven't done the top yet, but I only want to cut a tiny bit off the top because I want it to be higher. I just need it to be flatter. So I need to trim off the high bits at the back, and I want the front bit to actually grow up a bit. So yeah, just trim the back bit off, and that'll do. Right, now I'm pretty impressed with this. This isn't a tool review by any means. There's enough people have done reviews on this thing on YouTube, but I just thought I would see how long a charge would go, how far I could go along this hedge, and bring you guys along for the ride. Right, now whilst I've got it running, I'm just gonna trim off that fir tree a bit there, just lower down, just so I can manoeuvre around it in the van. Well, much easier. Okay, I think that's the end. Thanks for watching. See you next time.